2 years after a powerful EF3 tornado ripped through Pasadena, city leaders are sharing a new piece of technology that will alert communities when there's severe weather. ABC 13's meteorologist Elise Smith joined us with the latest on some new sirens that are about to go live.
We had a tornadic event in 2023 in January, and we noticed that we had some things that we could possibly do better.
And now 30 new sirens are standing tall in Pasadena. The $1.3 million investment brings state-of-the-art sirens to the city. They sound the alarm, they rotate, even have flashing lights for those who are hard of hearing. The sirens run on battery and solar power, so they'll still work even if the power goes out.
If you hear a siren, that means shelter.
Azel Carter is Pasadena's emergency management coordinator. He credits his community for coming up with the idea, citing the best practice of having multiple ways to receive weather warnings.
If you've moved to the Houston area, say from North Texas or the Midwest, you're probably used to hearing sirens when there's bad weather. But here in Southeast Texas, outdoor warning sirens are rare. One reason why is because they can be expensive to install. Another reason could be because of the confusion they could cause with the differences between weather emergencies and industry emergencies.
We're explicitly saying that we're going to use our sirens that we also use for chemical emergencies. They will also double to be used for shelter in place for severe weather activity as well.
How are you going to do the rollout? Do you think there might be some confusion at first?
We've started that. We started with our neighborhood network. We started talking to all of the HOAs, the leaders of the HOAs. So they can say, hey, this is in my neighborhood. This is where my siren is. Because some of the areas in Pasadena have never heard a siren because there's never been a siren in their areas.
The new sirens will be tested for the first time this Saturday at noon. Then we're told they're going to be tested every Saturday at noon from there on out. And the city will also send out a push alert to residents before each test. And that's something even the Pasadena OEM wanted me to emphasize again, is because for some people who grew up next to some of these facilities, the chemical plants, oil and gas industry, they're used to hearing sirens. But for people who've never heard a siren before, this Saturday at noon, they're going to test it. Could be quite jarring, but it's just something for them to get used to. And the reanalysis after the tornado, they're like, this is something that could benefit our community.
That's incredible they were able to invest in that, because we're talking about some serious life-saving potential here.
Yep, and I know there's always kind of that age-old tale that, you know, outdoor warning sirens are meant to be heard for people outdoors. So it is important you have multiple ways to receive warnings from your phone, from a weather radio, etc. But again, outdoor warning sirens, if you work outdoors, they said they have people who do landscaping, postal service people, deliveries. This would be a good warning system for them.
Okay, we certainly appreciate that reporting. You also know a lot about severe weather, having to be on top of it, and this foggy weather that we're dealing with too.
This foggy weather. But yes, it's very cool to see that they are putting that into place. I grew up in an area that had sirens, and it was just something that I was used to, and every time something would happen, the sirens would go off. But I like how you made a very good point about, yes, always have, you know, multiple ways of getting that information.